stupid.
Do I look
And
like I know
now-
what a server tick is? I just want to click my buttons.
And welcome to Dog Pound D&D, where we just want to click all the buttons. We've got Thalrak, Grimo. What? There's two Grimos. We got to get rid of one of those Grimo. No, you're gone. Grimo, little Grimo, you're gone.
I don't know why there are two Grimos.
I think you got small for some reason.
No, that was, kind of what his name is. Golden?
Alright, so there's Rex. Rex, you're tiny for some reason.
Ate one of Icarus shrinking mushrooms, I guess.
Oh, probably.
Sure.
So Ikarath is,
Sherman.
and he had a little bit too. He couldn't handle the stress. Ikarath's been going through a lot lately. He took a few too many mushrooms. He is relaxing, maybe chained or not chained to a bed as he has been many times in the past. Hopefully, he won't be gone for too long, and then you leave, and he'll have to find a way back to you, and we'll have a recurrence of his once origin stories. But in out of character, he's just sick, so. Who wants to say what happened last time? Hey, Puzz, thank you for subscribing. And look, my thing
Yep.
worked. Look, look.
Yeah, I know, that's cool.
I got. See,
What?
Yeah.
it's a rolling a nat 20 animation.
Oh.
I had to redo everything from the ground up. Nothing transferred. So I'm very proud of all of the work that I've done. Yeah, see, Puzz, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because unless you pay for premium, you can't not stream out to your primary platform. So I had to log in under YouTube, under Streamlabs. Wiped everything. But what happened last week? Because we did not have a Rex here.
I kept Thalrak from looking like an asshole. That's my side of the story.
Yeah, full-time job if you ask me.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Thalrak, would you like to give your side of the story?
No, everyone thinks he's just a jackass. Like, oh damn, just throw him underneath the bus, I guess. Nah, we went and talked
That wasn't how I meant it, but go ahead.
No, it's
By all
fine. I
means.
see how you meant it. It's fine. I see how you meant it. I fully see now. God. Alright, so last week we met up with the queens. They are
Very nice people.
they are on the equivalent of trying to be influencers on TikTok.
Ugh.
That's the best way I can describe it. And they tried to pull a mean prank on Thalrak when he's just trying to do negotiations, and they're trying to make their terms rather steep. And there's something off with them that Thalrak has not figured out yet, but he's going to try to figure out something to make terms a little bit more acceptable to both parties.
And he came back to discuss it with everybody.
Yep.
And how you guys want to proceed and move forward. As you guys are all now kind of shaping up to be some kind of important people in a potential new dwarven nation. I don't know.
Just gonna
Now,
be
Red,
sitting on.
if they wanted to be in part of your people, would they be administrative people?
To the rest of the party?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not Grimo at the moment because Grimo's only been here for like a day, but you know.
Edge is still fairly new, so Volta already has a job in the administration, technically.
Yeah, Voltaire's the representative
He's the-
of the
he's- yeah,
radiation
he's the MS
people.
Yeah, he's the emissary to Tiny Tim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rex conveniently got his crystal analysis removed, so that was nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
All in all, you
yeah,
guys have been on a pretty good streak of good fortune, despite
yeah,
all the bad things that you've had happen lately.
yep. And like right now, I know the plan is for at least Thalrak wants to go and look at the crystal and see if he can fix that giant crystal. Because if he can at least fix that, then hopefully it gives him better negotiating powers.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are all gathered around the tavern. You guys are
Rainbow Rose
discussing.
fly so he can help, by the way. Oh, sorry.
You guys have come back, and you're informing Rex, Grimo, and Edge of what happened and your in-character take on the event. And go ahead and be as livid as you want to be, I guess.
Hold on, apologies.
weren't
I'll be right
nice
back. Something's in
people.
my eye. I'll be right back.
Okay. Voltaire, I guess that means you get to tell them all about it.
Oh god. Oh god. Anyway.
Emissary Voltaire needs to practice his skills.
That went well. I'm lying.
Yeah, obviously.
So Thalrak really couldn't get ahead of them. They allow him to commit volunteers. If he's able to fix the crystal in the ceiling, they will. I think they said they will give him about a dozen tacticians to work with him. But they have conditions that Thalrak, frankly, just won't just agree to because he wants to get the Hill Dwarves' opinion. But frankly,
No, they're gonna give him everything he wants.
like the Hill Dwarves are probably gonna be. I doubt they're gonna mine all the way down into the Grey Dwarf lands.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're gonna give him everything he wants. Because I know a secret.
These are children. They're barely mature.
They're
Okay.
16 years
Frankly-
old in dwarf years. Like, not like dwarf. You know what I mean? Like, in human
Yeah.
years, if they were dwarfs, or I give up.
Okay,
But
I got it. I know what you
they're
mean.
the equivalent of
They're like
16-year-old
30 years
humans.
Right.
They're like 30 dwarf years old, which is very immature.
Listen, all right? They're just children. They don't need to be too harsh on them.
I'm not saying that we're gonna do anything untoward. I'm just saying that perhaps we can use some information to leverage our position a little bit better.
But anyway, Thalrak didn't want to agree to the terms of anything mined in the Grey Dwarf lands is taxed, and anything that the Grey Dwarves mine in the Mountain Dwarf lands is taxed and whatnot, because he wanted to have the Hill Dwarves there and talk to them about him, give them all this information, diplomacy stuff, very boring. And frankly, he could have had the assistance of an army practically right away. But they asked for us to recognize them as sovereign, and that we will not mine down here with the recognize these aren't our nation, like the Mountain Dwarf Nation mines, the Grey Dwarf Nation mines, and that sort of thing, because apparently Mountain Dwarves have been mining under them, and it's very strange. But yeah, they tried to feed him a potato. Then everyone ate the potato. I wasn't too rude to them. I gave them respect. They're leaders. They probably just want to be treated like adults, if you ask me. But looking at them, I could probably just yell loud enough and they'd be scared, so...
Rex is gonna pull out one of his blades and like start sharpening it and be like,
No.
"Have you tried aggressive negotiation?"
No, we shouldn't do that, Rex. They have thousands of army members, and we've got a bunch of hill dwarves. I might be strong, but I'm not that... I don't think I can take 1,000 army members by myself. My other half probably thinks he could, but he's gone.
Rainbow could bring army.
Let's go to war on
Rex-
the Dwargar people.
Rex, have you met Grimo?
No, Rex
Oh,
is
yeah.
not head Grimo. Grimo? What is it?
Primo, I think.
Remo.
Grimo.
I look at Great Army.
You know, I bet Grimo could ride on top of Rex and just throw stuff from there. That would be actually.
How big is Grimo?
He's small. And good.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have
outnumbered.
our own little turret up there. That would be a good idea.
Hmm.
As long as they don't hit him
Or-
while they're trying to hit you, that could be a problem. But
3'4". He's pretty light.
We shouldn't be trying to hard that army.
I have a better idea. What we could do is we could build a harness and we could strap Grimo to Rex's back. Okay. And then Rex will always have someone watching his back, so he can't be snuck up on by anything.
You really think Grimo's perception is that high?
He's got away from.
He didn't say it was a good idea.
It's true. He's got away from the dwarf rulers so quickly.
We'll deal with them in due time. Plus, whatever Thalrak is up to in the room, he
Oh yeah,
obviously still needs
Thalrak.
some time.
Yeah, he's. I think he's.
Thalrak's working out some aggression. He's has had to deal with a lot of really shitty people lately.
And I think the best course of action is to investigate the crystal. Now, whether or not we need all of us there is up for question, frankly.
Well, I agree we need to investigate the crystal. However, I believe that we also need to follow up on my leads to increase our position in the negotiations.
Yeah. Well, I see it. We could split up. Which, out of character, would take more time. In character, would take less time.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. We could split up and have a few people looking at the crystal, and a few people following your leads, talking to people, see how they feel about the queens. Or we could all go to the crystal, then all follow up on the leads.
That's the safer option.
Yes. I just know that I absolutely want to look at that thing. Something about it.
And Thalrak comes waddling down the stairs.
Ultimately, it'll be up to Thalrak one way or the other.
What's up to me now?
Decided to join us, huh?
Look, man, when nature calls, nature calls. So what am I deciding on?
Well, I guess we should tell him. We have two issues we need to follow up on right now. The crystal and the queens. I learned something after you decided my presence was no longer necessary in the throne room. And our good little queen there has a more than one consort, so to speak.
Okay.
So, I believe we can use this information. There's more going on than that. I know there is. We need to follow up on it. But, at the same time, the crystal going out presents another issue. And perhaps a more pressing one.
Leverage. Because if we fix the crystal, they've agreed to give us tacticians, and we could if we fix it well enough, or that's a rotten idea.
I don't like that.
I have an idea too. I doubt it is the same as his, but by all means, what are you thinking, Voltaire?
Hold on. How about before you two start spewing out ideas, how about we do the more sensible thing and go to our room for the night? Because I feel that would be safer than out here in the middle of the pub.
A fair point.
I mean, you all people Edge should know better, I would think. But alas, you've set the bar even lower on my expectations for you.
Oh.
Okay, potato eater.
I like it.
Glorified
Come on,
baby
eating
Twitter.
potatoes.
Oh! Get the aggression out.
Let's go. And Thorek will lead them up to their room.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just... fixing this. There we go, I think. There we go. Oh no, it's off. God damn it.
What?
I'll figure it out. So continue, sorry.
Alright, so we're up in the room now?
Yep.
Alright. As soon as the door's shut, Thorek is at least going to
I'll find you a
silently
room.
Thorek is silently going to put up a wall of Morden right behind the door to basically make sure that it stays locked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to look at Voltaire and Ed and point to Voltaire first and go, "You, what's your plan? We're going to start with you."
If we find out how the crystal works, and especially given the nature of its light, it makes everything in the city smell like chocolate, right? Chocolate, you eat it, it doesn't really do anything for your appetite whatsoever, but it does taste good.
Also, you can pull yourselves onto here. I found you a room.
Oh, I know this room.
I may have to adjust you. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
But if we could find a way to put it out for good, and we know how to fix it, we could be a lot more aggressive than we probably need to be.
Okay, so that goes along with my plan on fixing the crystal and using that as leverage.
But if we know how to put it out there, it's going to be a lot more willing to listen to us.
I mean, that kind of goes along with fixing it.
True. True.
Ah, he actually had the same plan as me. I'm surprised. Maybe if his other half had come up with it.
Rex is then gonna like pull out a gold, like a solid gold bar. Be like, I could also sweeten the deal after we fix the crystal, if you catch my drift.
The noble Rex.
I think we're done negotiating with them.
No. No negotiations are done yet. But at least the first wave of negotiation has been completed. We know where they stand and we can adjust it to our means. Now, Edge, this is something that I've wanted to do, and I may need you to help me with this.
Go on.
Do you know how to remote rig a device? Like, something that could turn off or on from a push of a button from afar. Or at least how to jury rig something.
Do I know how to do that? That's a good question.
What are you trying to do?
Beat that?
I think he wants me to build an interrupter for the this crystal.
Yes. got it,
How?
bro.
And how?
We don't know. That's part. I just want to know.
You're trying to
if
make
he
it
can-
go out, though?
More so, we can control it.
He wants to
Okay.
be all dramatic. He wants
Basically,
to
it's
have
a
a big drum.
glorified on and off switch that we would hide
Yes.
in the crystal if we're
I
able to
think
do it.
if it's potentially possible.
I could
Your
do it,
best
but I
bet
would only
for-
have one switch. That would be it.
I would just need to. I would have to examine the crystal first, obviously, to see if something like that could even be implemented. But I want to know that the means of that to be done would be potentially done.
You would not be able. You would know you would not be able to get that from anybody, really.
Okay.
Like, it's not that it's not possible.
I think that would be more of an artificer thing.
It's more
Yeah.
of a, it's just such ancient magic that nobody knows.
Okay. So potential explosives it is, got it.
Well, like-
I've got a hypothesis out of character about the crystal. If that's true,
Take care of the explosive.
depending on how it works, there might be a way to do it with just a sending spell or like a message.
Yeah, that was also my thought as well.
So Rex also has like a magic ability with his weapons, and you could jerry rig one of the weapons to be like holding back something that will push a button to deactivate it, and he can like summon the weapon remotely to release the item, kind of like a Rube Goldberg.
I get the idea. I think we need to get a closer look at it before we could make any sort of
Yeah.
decision on that.
Yeah, like Dark just had an idea. Obviously, he's gonna need to examine the crystal, but
Oh yeah, and Grimo casting Identify on it might do something.
I actually don't have identify. I just was something. Yeah, I thought I did, but I do not.
Oops.
Gotcha.
The one who does is not here.
Yeah. Gareth has it.
The one who
Yeah, I need
sleeps.
to level up.
Now,
yeah.
the other plan, my plan, if you want to call it that, we need to gain leverage on the queens so we can improve our negotiation position. We know the queen has been unfaithful to her consort. So, well, I know that, but that's besides the point. What we need to do is find out who and see what we can gain on them. From there, we can see where it goes. I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm just Thalrak. I just want you to know that I am not going to kill anybody.
I don't know.
Today.
I figured you weren't gonna
Maybe.
kill anybody, at least unless it was absolutely necessary. Getting blackmail on them is not the worst idea either, because that was gonna be my backup.
Well,
Rex is gonna
why
say,
not both?
Yeah.
is there elections or anything in this leadership?
Doubt.
No, they're the daughters of the guy Thalrak killed. Oh, right, we forgot to mention that part to Rex. Thalrak murdered their father.
I didn't kill them.
So the default government model in this world is Blood Dynasty
Until total annihilation.
through so like, but it's direct. Okay, so what happens is there's only people directly related to you. So like an aunt or an uncle don't count. Somebody you married doesn't count. Only direct blood of that. So like you'd have like, say I was elected the king, because your first point is you get elected. If I married somebody, they are the king consort. And then you have, if I have kids, they would then be king or queen respectively. But if I had a brother, they would have no relation to the royalty. They would have no chance of inheriting ever. Neither would any cousins or anything, only a direct line down.
But if the bloodline gets wiped out, what? They have another election?
Correct.
Okay, just thinking.
That's how
just
Alvin
thinking out
became
loud.
king.
Just thinking
So-
out loud.
Because like my thoughts were, Rex is thinking, we're strapping with cash compared to what they got, and we could prop up somebody to win an
No,
election.
not them, Rex. You're thinking the folks down in the Undercity part. The queens are not hurting for funds.
Oh.
No, they got money.
Now the folks in the Undercity, you know, I'm sure they would be more than happy to take some money to give us whatever we want, but they don't have a lot to give except, well, we'll see. I'll follow up on some things.
But yeah, more dirt on them doesn't hurt. Especially this whole cheating on our consort thing. How's it only the one queen or is it both?
Not sure. Well, the only one that matters is the queen. The queen consort has no real power.
Besides swaying the queen's decisions.
Exactly.
Okay.
The queen consort is also the one being cheated on, so I'm sure she would love to find that out too.
But I thought they were sisters.
No, not to the best of my understanding.
Maybe they use the word "our father" in terms of like father-in-law sense, like how
Okay.
Right.
a son-in-law
Okay,
would
I don't
call
know.
his father-in-law father.
Yeah,
Fair
that's,
enough.
so yeah, out of character. Oops. In character. Yep, absolutely. That's exactly how I meant father-in-law. Father-in-law.
Good. Glad we nailed it in one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure everything's working properly.
That being said, the crystal should probably take priority. Because, well, let's be honest, I don't want to be down in the Undercity when that thing goes out again.
And when you say that, lights go out. And
God
you
damn
see,
it.
real quickly, illumination up in the boards above in the headboards, little gems that flicker with purple light and bathe the room in purple light.
Yeah, no, crystal furnace is definitely going to be a bigger leverage.
And actually,
Where's this, where is these things flickering at?
it's way up in the sky amongst a lot of scaffolding.
Okay. So outside the window over here?
Yeah.
Ah, screaming.
Yeah. Off in the distance.
Grimo's gotta look up the window. Well, wait, is there a window?
Yeah, over here on the behind the
On
eagle's
South
statue.
and
Yeah, there's another one down at the bottom too, here.
can we roll perception to see if we saw anything?
You
mean,
can. It's
I've
pitch.
got dark vision, so if anything happened within 60 feet, I would have been able to see it. Other than that, probably
Me
not.
too.
It's a bit beyond 60. It's off in the distance, but you can
No.
roll perception
Alright.
to squint. Ooh.
Why is it?
I mean, it's not like it matters, but at least it's not.
You
One.
have, wait, I think I know what setting you might have on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
always advantage or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's always roll 2. Because there's a setting I used in campaign I was in here that always had us just roll 2 dice with every roll. That way, if there was advantage or disadvantage, you wouldn't have to toggle it.
I fixed it. You have advantage toggle now.
Oh yeah, I was about to fix it myself.
There you go. It was all set.
Uh,
So, 2 of you see what looks like 2 shadow creatures open their jaws and latch on to like the shoulders of a woman, and you just see like teeth, shadowy teeth sink in, and they rip her apart and dissolve into the shadows in the buildings behind them.
Oh my god.
Okay, then. That is... Edge is gonna, like, close the blinds on the window real quick.
And
Just
then
to,
I need to. Do I have a thing? Hey, come on! I gotta have something. With a loud, you hear something bounce off the window.
Which window?
Oh,
The one right that Ed just closed the curtain over.
Rex is gonna close the curtain over these ones too.
Edge is gonna, like, go all, like, get the lights turned out. Like, motion to the other guys to get those, like,
powerful start
candles.
putting
And
out lights.
Edge is gonna move over here.
Breathes out his. It's not his dragon breath, but it's kind of the essence of it since he's cold to kind of blow out the candles.
Rex is
Grimo's
going
gotta
to
Here's the play one. But we decided to make sure they all get turned off.
What? No, just
Don't cast shatter.
yeah, no. Just everybody, just everybody, just quiet down. Stay away from the windows.
What is that sound?
Whatever's outside.
Whatever the hell's outside.
Remo, come here. Away from
Remo,
the
get away from the window.
Because
there's
whatever's
things out
outside.
there.
Closer to
Good.
the window. He's going
And
over
you see
the
the
curtain,
lights
touch his face against
on the
window.
inn.
As soon as he, wait, hold on. As soon as he tries to open the window, Thar's casting hold person.
Cast it.
Not window, the curtain.
Yeah, the curtain. That's what he meant. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Hmm.
As soon as you even try to open that, Thar's casting hold person.
Cast it.
So he's
Spell
having a
save?
DC save of 20.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Was it?
Wisdom
really
20.
You probably should edit that at some point.
Well, it's because it goes off of the spell save of the
Okay.
No.
And as you cast the spell, the lights in the inn start to dim.
Rex is going to draw his weapons.
We're just gonna run over and just lift up Grimo with one hand and take him back to the chair and just plop him down and say, "Stay!" And then he draws his axe.
I just imagine Voltaire doesn't even need his whole hand. It's like just his thumb and his index finger.
What was that that you're so terrified of? What happened?
I'm not afraid of it. I'm afraid of what it can do.
Yeah.
It could kill you.
Meta. So this is the main door here on the left, right? The one that I put Morden's wall up in front of.
Yes.
Yeah, because it looks like the other room goes back into like a bedroom or something. So.
Okay. Well, that's not relevant, I don't think. I think this is just a wall that's
No.
opening. It's
Yeah.
just a wall, right, Meta?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did.
All right.
So besides the two windows,
Well, there might be windows up in this room.
no, there's the opening at the top. That's just a wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
no,
second room.
our room is just this room.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
our room is
wrong
just
button.
this weird corner room. Like, this is all we have to work with. The upper parts of it is not real.
So,
Sarek looks at the other and goes, "I can barricade the windows, but then we are not going anywhere until I dismiss the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could do that unless y'all want to go out and fight."
Mm,
are there creatures that only come out in the darkness and kill people?
that's the
But
working
what are-
theory, yeah.
But the queens are behind this.
Mm,
I have my doubts. They wouldn't. do
Unlikely.
that. Something's
What is that?
outside.
Yep,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
is that the door? Is that this door over here that we're
That's
hearing
coming
this?
from the
We're
street.
just hearing it from what we're
Okay.
seeing is outside.
All right.
So Thar's gonna go and do Morden's wall on the two windows as well, basically.
well, what scale are we at? Because this is...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can cast
I
it
don't know. I
multiple
have my
times.
doubts that chair is 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, I don't think we're at
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
not an 11-foot table.
we're in a room here.
Yeah, I know I can cast it enough that if I need to, I can cast it 2 times to cover. I'm pretty sure I'd have to cover if I'm going off of like the scale of the items in the room. I'd have to cast it once for this window on the right, twice for this window at the bottom, but I can do that.
36-foot
I don't
table.
think that's a 36-foot long table. I think you're fine to just cast. a
Yeah, no,
wall
And with
on each
that,
one.
and with that, as
Mhm.
you saying that, the light from the crystal
Well,
goes
Thar's
back
doing it.
on.
Comes back
Like,
on.
what? Sorry?
The
Okay,
light
so we
goes
can see the
back
light
on.
come back through from under the curtains. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest we handle that one first.
Agreed.
Yep.
I suggest we don't split up.
Also agreed.
Agreed, because if it goes out while some of us are out in the streets, it's not going to be pretty.
And I suggest we
what
hurry.
What happens if it goes out while we're fixing the crystal?
We'll deal with that
who
when
the
it
hell knows?
happens.
We all
Sure.
go back to back.
We've
Are
been
you going
looking
to cast
at
fireball then?
Probably,
Yes.
yeah, probably. That'll probably be the right. That would probably be the right time to do it. Yeah.
What firestorm?
Let's put a
anything.
pin in. Let's put a pin in that one until we see what the area looks like.
When someone comes to attack us, I will let you cast anything that will not harm any of us.
All my spells are made to catch things on fire.
Okay, just don't catch
Don't
us
hit
on
any of
fire.
us on fire.
Oh,
And Rex, listen to see if it's safe outside the door.
Yeah, go ahead, roll perception. It's pretty sketchy out there. You think you hear something?
I don't know if they're safe in the rest of the inn yet.
Hey, Thalrak, how long does that wall last?
Until I dismiss it, are you all ready to go up then?
Perhaps we go through the windows.
Are we gonna long rest first and then go in the quote-unquote morning, or what?
I'd rather go during the quote-unquote morning.
Agreed. Then we'll sleep here the night. Go out in the morning.
Alright. Do you all want me to barricade the windows to make
Yes.
sure they're barricaded?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean-
Rex is
Alright.
Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
Rex is gonna grab this table and start moving it to prop it up against the window.
Rex, wait. We can do the magical barricade. It'll be way
That was
faster.
just, that was just gonna go over and tap the floor and it's just gonna shoot up. He's gonna cast it enough to barricade the windows.
You guys are very paranoid people.
I mean,
I don't want
You
to
heard a
watch
woman
somebody
scream.
get eaten by a shadow monster. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
Who?
Shadow
This was
Yes.
way too ironic of an ending. We're not having the mist again.
Gonna wait until the morning. I've seen enough horror movies to know you don't venture out at night. When you can venture out during the day, it'll be perfectly fine.
Well, no, I particularly like it that you are being this cautious because you have not been scarred nearly as much.
he's being smart. He doesn't want to get scarred.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
You know I watched this show, right?
How much of it did you watch? That's the question.
Clearly enough, Meta.
Yeah.
Clearly enough to know what kind of shit you were getting into. But we've almost got the room ready for you to meet them, so continue to talk.
All right.
I think we're resting.
Yeah, we're long resting, so
Okay. Yes, you long rest without incident.
hooray.
After that dangerous dimming of the crystal.
Cool. Come morning, Thalrak will go over to the smaller window and dispel the wall to see what the situation outside looks like.
I mean, there's a lot of blood in the street where that person was, ripped into pieces.
I mean, yeah, that's reasonable.
Are
That
the,
tracks.
so it look like the guards are investigating, or they're like, oh, we know what did that. We need to.
No, there's you see as you're looking out there, you actually see what looks like sanitation workers headed over and they start sweeping up blood and mopping it up and cleaning off the tiles,
Like and they're not even phased by it.
No, they're just like, this is just another fucking
Just
day.
another fucking Tuesday.
Just another fucking Tuesday.
Oh my god, it's Viscera cleanup detail.
It basically,
Yeah,
yes, that's exactly what's going on out there.
Well,
Okay,
Rex is
open
gonna
the
look
window.
at everyone's like, if they're out there, then I guess it's safe now.
I
Yeah.
open the window.
Yeah, you open the window.
You guys know anything about shadow monsters? You just gotta yell to the janitors outside.
Oh god. Sorry, just face palms. But he's still letting him have this
He's
moment.
trying to gather information. I applaud it.
Yes, by all means. They might know something about shadow monsters, actually, considering how unfazed by this they seem.
So one of them in passing goes, the shadow monsters come with the dimming of the crystal. They rip and tear. Only the artificer's light can keep them away, but not many places can afford it. Though there is much reaping, there's much death. And he continues along his way.
At least it also seems to be creating jobs.
Yeah.
We really need to fix this problem because
Yeah.
I don't think the queens are capable of it, and people, innocent,
of course
regular
not.
people, are getting murdered every single day. It sounds like we need to stop
As far
this.
as we know, the queen don't really care that about
Right,
the people that they killed.
It's like I said earlier. The upper city seems perfectly safe. It's why do they care about what's going on down here? We have to help these folks out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've done a lot of talking around. You would know that they have dedicated teams of researchers up there. They got nothing.
They've got to be missing something.
They're trying. This is the world ending to them.
Oh.
They're not ignorant of the problem. They have their top researchers up there. But this
Okay,
technology
okay.
nobody understands. This is an ancient technology.
I have to get a look at this
An
thing.
ancient crystal technology.
Yeah, Dark's gonna, at least, because he knows he's gotten permission to go up. He's
Is
gonna
that-
go where they told him to go look at the crystal, and he's gonna take everyone
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
definitely.
that's gonna be our next step. Now that we're all back up and running.
Yep.
Okay, talk about what you plan to do while I see if I can find anything that looks remotely like that.
A very long cable car ride up there.
I shatter on the crystal.
I'm gonna go
No.
No,
myself a drink.
let's not do that.
Shatter is for emergencies only. Crying is not an emergency.
I mean, I could try to cast it to, twig the queens even more to hold up their
So-
end of the bargain.
Well,
No, because if we destroy the crystal, there will be no need for bargaining because
kill us.
well, yes, they'll kill us and then they'll all either die or have to evacuate. So
They might not know. They might not know it was us though if we do it right.
Why would we do that, though?
Alric,
What-
even I don't consider a genocide a good idea.
I know. It's not even genocide. Oh, you guys have nowhere else to go. Y'all should leave now.
Hey, y'all should come with us. If you
If we
come
come
with
with
us,
us.
we'll give you a place
Okay,
to
no.
stay.
No.
Yeah.
See, if we destroy it, the shadow monsters will immediately come out, and everyone will die. That is a
I forgot about that.
non-starter.
Okay. People forgot about that. Get that.
Right, exactly. So, we have to. As I said, I'm not opposed to the on-off switch, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that idea, but we need to see if we can even do that. And even then, we have to be careful because if you turn that off, people will probably die.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we couldn't really give much warning to anyone in the higher up, or even in working for the city's sort of governmental body, because then they might warn the queens and they'll say, we know what you're going to do, and we've already
Right.
removed it.
We should also find out why it's out in the first place.
Well,
Yeah, let's
that's
yeah,
the
that's why we're
idea.
gonna go to
That's part
Crystal
one.
first.
As far as you know, it could be sabotaged by someone that hates dwarves.
It could also be aged.
Yeah, it is. It is older than any of us.
Well,
Well, except maybe Rex.
yeah, except maybe Rex and maybe, and Vulture just kind of looks at himself. This thing.
Well, half of you? It's older than half of you?
I'm not sure what.
2/3?
According to Tiny Tim, he's dormant in whatever I am now. Whatever's part of me, we're one the same as dormant, according to Tiny Tim, and I don't know how to wake him up.
Do you want to wake him up?
I mean, it might be a good idea. I'm not sure.
Wake who up?
Oh, I've got this thing living as part of me that's not me. And I used to have something very similar to that, but it was a mental condition, and then Little Timmy got rid of that. But this isn't a mental condition, this is something that's living like as a part of me, but wasn't originally a part of me. It was this thing we found in a labyrinth.
Who's Tiny Tim?
Oh,
He's a guy. He's
he's my son,
yeah,
kind of.
something like that. I don't get it either.
Anywho, let's just go look at the crystal first before we go even further into anything. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay.
Alright. So with that, Tharak will lead them over to at least where he was directed to get to like crystal access.
Right now, what we've got is the meta still working on the map.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he's busy working away at that.
Well, while we're walking there, if y'all have any questions for Tharak, you could ask him. Like, don't ask questions about, trying to take down or potentially blackmailing, the frickin' queen, but
No, that's my plan. You can't have my plan. We're gonna go do your plan first, and then we'll do my plan.
What's blood and bubblegum?
excluding bubblegum.
Blood. The red stuff.
What about the blood?
Chaos and cupcakes, not blood and bubblegum. Sorry, I got party names except for a sec.
Well-
I'm pretty sure Grimo heard it, so I'm sure
Yeah, the queen said it.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
I get the chaos part, but what's the cupcakes part?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Not even I was around for the cupcakes, but I think Overak talked about it.
They have literal
Yeah.
cupcakes that made after them
Oh, that's right. The cupcakes bit.
from the inn that I don't remember who, but somebody made it out of paid the innkeeper so much money that he just retired. So your inn's closed now.
Alvin?
No, I don't remember who it was.
Sounds like an Ikarath thing to do.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, so you guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
I've done so much last minute work here to present.
Hey, based
Weird.
on my time in school, that's the best kind of work.
Yup, here you go.
Ooh.
That's a cool looking lance.
That's a
It's
tiny
like
ass
a-
room compared to the rest of these folks.
And I think I have a thing that I need for. Maybe not. No, I did that in that.
So, is this stairs down to this pentagram looking thing? These?
The crystal. Yeah, it kind of comes down around that. Yeah.
Okay. And so, okay, this is the way up here, and then this goes up to another balcony looking thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Oh,
assume
here
these
we
are all
go.
like
That's
the
what I was looking
dudes
for.
poking and prodding it. Ah, everybody just died.
Nobody died. Advance. Then tint.
Oh, let me yank myself over here. Hang on.
Man, these dwarves are really tall.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's good enough for the shine.
Yeah.
So this is like the top of the crystal structure, right? Like where this is.
Let me 3D mode it for you here, because we're just doing the best we can with things we find on the internet. So let me find my white here. No, let's do yellow. Yellow is always a little bit easier to see. Okay, so you have like the level that you're on right here, right? And then you've got like this level in the oh God. Please go back. What did I? Okay. And then you got this layer in the center right here, right?
Right.
And then
That's
we've got this thing in the center, right? Some magical runes that glow and shit.
okay.
Okay. And then the crystal, like, let me move up here real quick. Roof is way up here.
Okay, so
Okay, so the crystal dips down to where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Kind of like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of empty space underneath here above
Yeah.
these runes. Okay.
Yep. And like they're
Alright, cool.
poking it and prodding it and doing magical things on it and writing things in notebooks and chattering amongst themselves and
Doing science stuff.
yeah, magic science stuff. That was a great illustration. Thank you very much.
It is, yeah, I agree.
Really? Like, actually.
I should put Grimo in here.
There we go, and we put this back where it goes on the map layer. And then I gotta bigify all of you guys. Maybe not Grimo. Valrak, you seem about that.
Grimo's.
big.
Oh.
That seems about right for you. That seems about right for you. Well, Terry, you're so big because you love to dance.
Let me give Voltaire some room here.
Yes.
You know what's wrong with the crystal? Like, why it's going out?
If we knew that, it wouldn't be going out anymore now, would it?
Meta, as Voltaire is like this close to the crystal, does he feel anything from it at all?
We're gonna play a thumbs up, thumbs down game and ask you some questions. Then we'll find out if you know anything, because it depends on some things that I'm not sure on. So everybody, when I go thumbs up, you guys can come back, okay?
Yep.
Alright, hang on. Deafin. Where are you at? There we go.
Okay. Voltaire, have you been in contact with Alvin since you've gotten the black shit?
Not directly, no.
Have you been in Safe Falls?
Since he got, I don't think so, because we went to Shetland.
It
I
feels
know.
like a strong, real version of Icarus Tower. Like, Icarus Tower is the cheap Chinese knockoff that, like, has lead in it, and like,
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be given to children. But this is the real deal.
I gotcha. And he knows that Icarus Tower is a clone of
Alvin's
Alvin's. Yeah.
Yeah, a cheap copy of Alvin's Tower.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna connect the dots.
So we'll go boom.
And undeafen.
How curious.
What?
Thorak, you were there when Olverac constructed the tower, correct?
Which tower? The crystal one?
Yes, the one on his house.
No.
You know of it though, don't you?
I know of it.
Yes. This, I haven't been there myself with all of this, but it's like the real version of Ikarat's glass tower, which is just a knockoff, a sort of paraphrase of Olverac's tower. So this is most likely like Olverac's tower.
So this is Overex's tower here.
No, it's similar to it. It's akin to it. It's got the same nature, so to speak.
So it going out is related to whatever he might be doing.
Might be. You might be right.
Valrak, were you
do we know
part
the
of the people that went to the gnome? Who did anybody here besides Icareth go to the gnomes?
Hi.
Yeah, I was.
What do you mean by when we went to the gnomes? You went to
are you talking about the most recent time?
No, the
Oh, you don't-
gnomes at the you definitely Ed you couldn't have because
Right. Okay.
it was
so
it was
I
it was at
there.
the time
season one, they
skip.
went to Nomeria.
It was
Okay,
right
then,
before the time skip of end of season 1.
Then I don't think any of us would have been.
Rex
No.
was with the gnomes.
If Voltaire. Yeah.
No, he never went.
Rex, you would know of a daylight crystal that the gnomes because you were with the regular gnomes upon ancient times, right?
Yeah, like the
yeah. They had a crystal like that. The gnomes did.
Okay.
You know that.
I don't think Rex would really know a whole lot about it because he was a warrior.
Oh no, probably not. But you'd know that it existed. Valrak, you've probably been told by Alvin about the gnomes though, and how they had a crystal that failed, and how they had to evacuate because like you kept up with him over the time. I assume, right?
You mean him talking about his crystal? No, not that I'm aware of.
No,
Did you
talk about
keep
the
up with
gnomes.
him like over the time skip? Like over the
No,
5 years?
a little bit, but not like heavy.
Roll luck.
Alright, one sec, let me pull up the look.
Yeah, you would know that there were gnomes that were living in the heck, what were those mountains called? The Wyfall Mines.
Yeah, Wyfall.
The Wyfall Mines, which now
Okay.
live partially in Safe Falls and partially in Shetland. Icareth probably would have told you about it too. Like, they live in his land, and he was there as part of it. And the crystal failed, and the shadows came, and they created artificial light sources, and were able to evacuate the city, but the city was lost to the shades.
Well, Farrak will ask them, have you considered that the crystal is actually just failing?
Aye, it is failing. But what can
But
we
I
do
mean-
to fix it? That's the question.
I mean, have you considered the option that there is nothing you can do to fix it, that you can't fix it?
If the crystal fails, we have nowhere to go.
You could have somewhere to go, but I'd have to discuss the matters with your queen.
Those kinds of discussions are beyond us.
I understand, but it's an option right now that may or may not need to be considered. If it hasn't been considered before now, it should be something that should at least be put in their minds now rather than later. Now, have you guys tried to replicate the light?
None of the light spells that we have tried or altered come anywhere near what this produces.
Check your DM, Corey.
Alright.
No, because back then it was perfectly fine and working great.
No.
Walter's gonna fly up to about its level.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what happens if I touch it. Thorak, should I touch it?
No, don't.
Fine. He flies back down.
Thank you
Voltaire,
for
roll
actually listening.
Constitution.
Oh, okay. This is flat con or a con save?
Con save.
Okay.
Okay, continue along your way. Nothing. You feel a little tingly, but that's it.
Hey, is this really a dead body up here?
Yes.
Okay. Can Edge see that dead body from where he's standing right now?
No, it's in a separate off room.
Okay. So, if that's the case, then Edge is going to investigate these little scraps of paper over here. So those look like somebody's torn up notes or something.
They are torn up notes. And what they show is they end up actually you're gonna need to roll. What would a good skill be to play jigsaw puzzle with?
Investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
Investigation is fine.
Oh.
22.
Somebody, a Dwergar, took it upon themselves to try and take and steal a crystal from Little Timmy's lair. And when they brought it close to the crystal as it was failing, it went out faster. And then the crystal exploded and blew apart all of everything off of their bones. And they have not tried anything with the radiation crystal since.
Fair enough. Edge is going to, wander his way over here and pass that information on quietly to, especially to Voltaire, but to Thorak and Rex and Grimo as well. Make sure that they don't bring any radiation crystals too close to that thing, unless they want to explode and die.
Voltaire only has a whole case
crystals?
of them.
Yeah, it's a good thing he has a masterwork case of them where nothing can get in or out.
Yeah,
of
that
it,
actually would have
so-
been real bad if you did not have that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, don't open that case. God damn.
Hmm.
And the
Did you say
crystal-
open the case?
No.
So, we know that at least one of their, I don't know, what word do you want to use? Technicians?
Yeah. That's
Artificers? I don't know, whatever you want to call them. At least one of them exploded himself, so... And also broke into Little Timmy's lair. I'm sure he appreciated that.
Yes.
Hmm.
Should someone come, little Timmy?
That would technically be Voltaire's job. But the thief's dead, so I don't know what the point would be.
Would any of us know what these runes are? Like what language they're in?
Not
Anybody
that I
have
can think of.
Arcana?
I do, and I will roll for it.
So do I. Oh. Was me rolling like 3 8s in a row.
No, that 8 is a 1.
Yeah, you rolled
That's
a
in that
1.
one.
Yeah.
I know, but all 3 of my rolls today, the total was
Results.
8.
Totaled 8, yeah.
All 3 times.
That's kind of funny, actually.
It is.
I'm the one with the highest Arcana, rank.
Yep, rip.
Yeah.
Alright, so minute, do we discern anything from that? You've been quiet. You're muted, my dude.
Whoops.
Well,
How long have you been muted for, I wonder?
no, actually, I'm good. It's good that you didn't hear what I said. But Puzz is the only one who gets the no.
Alright.
I missed it by one.
You missed it by 1. Alright, it is ancient magic, but it is, at its core, it's not evil, but it is necromantic magic. Furthermore, you get the same feeling from this crystal and these runes. You get like it's a weaker version, like if you have really old good cheese, really good old sharp cheddar, this magic is kind of like a Cheez-It.
So it's older, but the magic's getting weaker?
No, it's like it was made with cheese, but like it's not a piece of that cheese.
It's not magic.
I don't.
Wait.
How else could I explain that? We're still trying to
Wait.
explain.
Yeah, hold on. Jeremy, you're supposed to be deafened.
Oh,
It's like
I was really
like
not paying attention.
There we go.
it's like it's like if Alvin's magic was chicken
Okay.
and you made chicken noodle soup. You use the chicken to make the soup.
But there's other
There's
ingredients
other
missing.
things in it. There's other things in there. But at its core, at its base, this necromantic magic, whatever it is the same signature as Alvin's.
Okay, so at its core, it's a similar magic,
Yeah.
but there's other bits. Okay.
The relation being similar to chicken noodle soup.
Okay. That makes sense.
We're back.
Okay. You're still missing a Grimo.
Primo
And Voltaire.
and Voltaire. Come on, guys.
Voltaire!
Back.
They can't hear you.
Back. Hi.
Some reason it looks like his camera froze, but it looks like he just zoned out.
Oh, no, I think he's back now. I think he's back.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all good. It's all good.
Oh shit, what is happening with Rex?
I was trying to get Voltaire's attention.
Sorry, my bad.
Look over,
No,
Rex
you're
is
good.
having a seizure. I'm like, what is going on?
Someone forgot a 1 in his binary coding.
Oh god.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, is Thalrak gonna tell us what he knows?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. All right. So I have a sense of where this is coming from. This is similar to someone else's magic, but there's other things mixed in that make it different. And Voltaire, it's related to Alvin, unfortunately.
Orcs. Why not?
Seems like everything is related to Alvin.
So are you saying we need to pay Olvarak of
No, it's more this magic is similar in base, but different overall with everything that's a part of it. But this magic is also not evil from the start, like what Alvin is having.
So, are we going to visit Alvin?
No, we're not gonna go. No, we're not gonna go see Alvin.
How does
Because I'll-
knowing that help us now? That's my question.
Not entirely sure, but at least it's knowledge that we have.
Isn't there
Yeah, not all
some
knowledge is necessarily relevant at the time you obtain it.
Hmm.
Wait.
There are larger game afoot in the world.
in class now, was it Willie the Wizard? He said that he'd come with us and help us fight if we got him his crystal back, and it was implied that he was talking about Alvin's armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If anyone here has like a message or a sending, we could ask one of them.
Well, the one who usually
That
has that
message-
stuff is not here.
I have message.
Message long range enough, or does it have to be sending? I forget.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Grimo has not met
20
him
feet.
either.
Oh
And,
yeah, that's
the
right.
range is one. The range is 120 feet for message.
And with that, the light begins to dim.
What? Who wanted to send
boy.
a message?
Rex is gonna draw his weapons.
It's not. We're trying to do sendings. We have instant communication.
Ah, that I can't help you with.
And you can see the runes flicker and start to go out.
Great.
Is there any particular orb pattern to them going out?
They just kind of all fade.
I'm going
Okay,
to
so
cast-
like,
I
so the whole
look at-
thing like turns off, like it dims and then shuts
I
off.
look at the
Yeah.
spellcasters and I go, "What
The
can I do to help?"
spellcasters are all like shouting and raising alarm, and you hear like the alarm spell going off and raising
Yeah, it's
across
just
the
gonna-
city.
Light, so,
And you see them
everyone
all
that
go
could-
out to the outside edges, and their hands start to glow, and they hold their hands out, and you see a shield start to emerge in a dome across this, like up over across all the way up to the ceiling around the crystal. As you start to see bats and other things start to hurl their bodies against the shield that these guys have kind of put up. And you
Is
see,
there anything that we can do to help?
I don't suppose any of you know the shield spell.
You.
I have Shield of Faith.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Greenwood has shield spell.
Grimo could pitch in.
Shield?
Hey.
This spell?
Greenwood is going to do that. Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I got that spell.
Yeah, that's being
Does
used, and you
does
guys
it look
see.
like they need help?
Yeah, I mean they're sweating.
Okay, yeah. Rex will
You can
jump in.
cast it. Yeah, go for it.
Well, I'm like a 1/3 caster.
And then you hear. And you see this thing slam itself off the shield. Goes off. I gotta get that.
Oh shit!
Whoom! And a whoom! And a boom! And it just, you see sparks fly as it bounces off of the shield and off screen.
Alright, as soon as it's on the shield, Thar's gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you cast that through the shield?
Oh yeah, it comes down above it.
Oh, okay.
As long as I see it, it'll hit it.
Oh yeah, it descends on. Okay, cool.
So they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, just let me put
But
this
Meta,
in my
now Meta, if it's not paying attention and it's just bashing on the shield, would it have disadvantage?
No, it pays attention. This thing
Okay.
is... And what's the save?
18.
But it's a dexterity saving throw?
Yep,
Okay. That's not ideal for you.
that's fine. We'll just see if it makes it.
Yes, it does make it.
Okay, then no damage is done.
And it just shrieks away into the distance as the light slowly comes back on. And they let the shield down once again.
That thing was scary.
I'm guessing that happens much more frequently now.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to tavern.
No, not yet.
Thorak,
Okay.
can your god do anything at all here? Or will he be unresponsive?
Rex is
But
gonna
it-
use his ring.
Rex is gonna use his ring.
I always forget I have that.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Oh. Hmm. It shatters and chitters and says, sometimes great magic cannot be restored, but it can be rebuilt together with other ancient works. Collaboration with those who may be against you may suit you, but can you trust them to make everything work in the end? That's what you get. Don't ask me to fucking repeat it, 'cause I ain't got it.
So the ring has told us essentially the crystal cannot be repaired, but it can be replaced. But we need ancient magic through, different potential items and potentially foes of us could help.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just realized how a lot of things really connect
Huh?
together.
Alright, so we gotta replace the crystal then.
Yeah, that's the gist of what the ring told me.
Oh my god. Oh, there's such good
static.
potential here. So,
What's going on?
I just thought of some things that are in the game and things that are going on could interact, and there's just some interesting potential here.
Perhaps it's time to go to the library to find history books on this crystal to see how it was made in the first place.
I doubt they'll have that in the library. At least not the Dwergar's
No,
library.
but sadly I know someone that might.
Oh,
Sadly.
You don't mean him.
You know who I mean, Voltaire, if we're actually gonna
He
go
is a
through with this.
cold-blooded killer. He deserves to be slain.
Is this the foe that the ring was talking about? The one who can help us?
I'm talking about Trevor Mart.
Trevor Marin harmed innocent life, cursed them to live in that cave. The only
I'm
time I want to
aware.
see Trevor Martin again is his head on a pike.
I'm aware.
Rex is gonna look at Tharak
Oh,
and
boy.
be like, "This sounds like the potential foe the ring talked about."
So it does.
Oh.
He might not even trust me, especially if he knows whatever this thing is. And this thing definitely doesn't trust him.
Oh, trust me, I'm aware. I don't want to go to him, but it's an option. I'm just weighing options on the table right now.
Who's Trevor Martin?
Someone you don't want to meet.
It sounds like I am about to meet him.
No, you're not about to meet him.
He lives in the overworld, so it'd be an adventure to get back there.
Yeah.
We have Igarath, but then we'd have to push her back through the caves to get back down, and it'd take a while.
Yeah, and it's also, Tharak does not want to go that route yet.
Oh, what other
But at
choices
least
do we have?
he's the one that he had the option for.
Oh my god. Sorry, but
Well, I
You guys
don't
have
think this
inspired
ring
me
has
so
let us
much.
down once.
Maybe the ring could be speaking of Olverak, and his recent... He makes the insanity symbol.
Well, the ring did mention about trust, and I don't think Trevor Marvin sounds like a trustful person.
He's not.
I
But
love
frankly,
how
right now,
there's different opinions of Trevor Martin
And
depending on who you are.
the ring also talked about ancient magic. And I don't think Alvarak has ancient magic.
he's got that crystal armor. That might be close enough.
Primo, you would have recently seen an ancient magic, like, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with Quelindar or whatever the fuck from Wheel of Time. That material, it's like
Never watched
ancient
it.
magic artifact material, basically. You can't make it anymore. Nobody knows how to make it, but some of the strongest enchantments and artifacts were made out of this shit. And Primo, you would have seen a large purple cross hanging up in his study made of this stuff. We're talking like 10 foot tall.
Sorry, can you repeat that? A large purple what?
It's like this like super duper magic material enchantment stuff. It kind of feels almost like marble, like in terms of its consistency, but like this thing like was ancient magic. Nobody can make it anymore. Nobody's ever seen an inert piece of this. The fact that this cross had no magic in it is crazy because you've never ever seen it. The people who have the magical things that this stuff's made out of, we're talking like kingdoms could be sold for these things. That's
I'm
how
going to
powerful
tell-
the enchantments that are in them. They tend to run
I'm
whole
going-
cities.
I actually have an idea, and I promise it's not. It can include burning things, and I'm just gonna tell him everything he told me.
So, Ulrich does have something.
I guess we could go there once Igarath wakes up.
Maybe if
Meadow,
we
is
drop
it your
him enough in
DM?
his sleep.
Maybe.
Let's see. Well, we'll also put out a thing here. So who are we going to visit?
Well, we're not going to go visit anybody yet, but mainly now is going to be apparently sending somebody to go see Alvin.
Preferably not Grimo.
Yeah, probably not Grimo. But Tharak, while we're up here with the crystal, Tharak is going to ask the priest, or are these priests, or what are they exactly?
Magic researchers.
Okay. He's going to ask the researchers if they wouldn't mind him taking notes on the crystal, like sitting there out of the way and like drawing up every little detail he can in his little notebook.
I mean, you showed him the authorization, right?
Yeah, but he's being respectful.
Yeah, no, as long as you showed him the authorization, they're cool with it.
Okay. So with that, he's gonna start doing that then. So he's gonna go through everything, and he's gonna take like as detailed as he can draw it, like the crystal layout, like how it's sticking out from the ceiling. Get like rough estimates on the dimensions of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Roll an
clearly he can't.
Arcana.
All right, because clearly he can't crawl on it to like take exact measurements of every little angle and whatnot.
Yep, roll an Arcana.
Hey, I clicked on it. Why did it not roll? Okay, that's great.
Yeah, you don't know shit. So you're doing your notesies. Voltaire, what are you doing, buddy?
So my notes are just basic. They're not like finding
Yeah.
anything new that we don't already know.
No, not with that
Alright.
roll.
He asks one of the researchers, does it emit any sort of energy? Because everything around here feels sweet.
1 second. Edge.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, the guy that Thaurac and Voltaire were arguing about.
Oh, Trevor Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not you would definitely know about him. Trevor Marin is
Is a giant pile of shit.
honestly here, you know what I'll do? Amongst you, you guys can all contribute. And if you guys all tell Edge who your version of who Trevor Martin is, feel free to like cut each other off, whatever, build your picture. Everybody, including Edge, gets 5 loot points.
Well, I would need your help, Corey, because I don't know. In the campaign that I've had Rex, I've not met him, but in my 1,000 years, maybe we have.
No,
Cross
we're
path?
just telling out of character.
Oh, out of character.
Because
Alright.
Edge would know all about Trevor Marin in character, so this is out of character, just give him the information you have.
Yeah,
So
I... Go ahead,
Trevor
sorry.
Martin is a guy that has been around for, let's just say, a really, really long time. It has had his fingers in every little bit of political discourse in some way, shape, or form.
I'm pretty sure he's a vampire.
Oh yeah, we're out of character. We're definitely sure of that one.
Okay.
And he never takes payment for anything. He always asks for a favor.
And he
in
will
return.
cash in that, and he usually cashes in that favor later. But there are instances where he will cash in that favor right away, depending on what you ask of him. Like, for example, when we needed a boat to get out of the Dwarven lands, or at least down a riverbed, he's like, or no, not out of Dwarven lands, into the Dwarven lands for trading. He's like, well, you can be my caravan. You just gotta transport all these pals on a boat up the river for me.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad of a trade.
No, but there's others where he's like, well, I want you to kill somebody for me.
Yeah,
Who did he make you kill? I forget.
It was way back.
he's done some stuff. He's also kind of omnipresent. He's everywhere. He owns land in Safe Falls, or at least last time I checked, he did. Alvin might have changed that around.
He does.
But yeah, he owns land in Safe Falls, so he's practically everywhere. He's got teleportation sites set up, tons of places. He also puts a curse on everyone who sees the teleportation sites that they can't talk about it, otherwise they'll die.
Yeah.
And he actually did send Voltaire with Kraylin in tow to Tyleth's house, and he told Voltaire, if you get the chance, kill Tyleth.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was in turn for getting Voltaire to everyone else, because he was out on a break, and Magni came in, and then...
Yeah, and then one time, while we were exploring a whole bunch of like uncharted islands, we ended up coming across one that Trevor owned and had a mansion where
Yep.
he was torturing and dismantling the native, like, intelligent ape species that was there, and, like, cursing them with really dark, evil magic. Just doing really sadistic stuff to these poor monkeys.
So you guys haven't killed him yet. I'm really surprised.
Eventually, though,
He's
Voltaire
been
learned
helpful.
Voltaire learned from little Timmy that Trevor, along with Tremius, who was a whole nother bucket of worms, helped put little Timmy and all the other, I'm gonna call them monsters, in the cave a long time ago because he attacked them, and that set Voltaire off to wanting to kill him.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
We're
that's just
unsure
probably
if
on
we can even
Voltaire's
kill him.
side, but yeah, well, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
There's a lot of world that exists that you'll come across as you make it out of the dungeons of the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
There's a rich tapestry that everyone has run into in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Although I think the one place that you still need to go is Rikoge. Because I feel like just to be really a true part of the campaign, you have to have at least been to there at least once.
Yeah.
I feel like we've considered killing Trevor once before, but we couldn't
We
figure
did.
out how to do it.
Yeah, because we were like, how powerful is he? If we piss him off, God knows what he'll do to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
and
enough.
We talked about shadow magic before, and that's how supposedly that's how he stays young. Because he at one point he casted shadow magic on Magni and made Magni look younger. And feel younger, too.
Yeah, there's one thing that happened while I was in Party 4 that makes you think he might be some kind of devil. I don't know if that's gay or not.
Yeah. Devil, vampire.
Easy.
They're kind of lumped together, I guess, right?
He literally sent his butler, or whoever he was, straight to hell. Because,
Did he? Oh, wait, that might have been your party that learned that, because my party
yeah,
didn't.
that was when I was in Party 4.
Yeah, Edge would know enough to know that there was a changing of guard, a butler that Trevor Marin had for hundreds and hundreds of years, was thrown into hell for attacking Alvin and his companions,
Hmm.
and replaced by a new butler.
Okay.
That's why I think he
So-
might be a devil.
Yeah, bad dude, don't fuck with him. Got it. I
Yeah.
think I got the gist of it.
Well, he's not been
Don't
bad.
Double
Like,
cross him.
he has never hurt anybody in any way.
Well,
He has
except
only
for
been helpful.
apparently a bunch of Bigfoots. Apparently, you heard a bunch of Bigfoots.
Yeah, because they described the Man in Black, and only one Man in Black in the entire campaign.
Yep.
And that's Trevor.
What do you do with the Bigfoots, or are you talking about putting them all in the cave?
Yeah.
No.
Just refresh me. There's a lot of things. I don't want to reveal the things that you don't have, so reveal to me what you have in this particular instance.
I don't know. He mentioned something about an island and torturing monkey people, so I just assumed they were Bigfoots.
Oh, no, the monkey
No.
people were all monkeys.
Like, they were, like, actual monkeys.
And they went insane for a time. It was one of them ate a baby world crystal, and then
Became really big.
no, I think he was really big beforehand because he broke the roof.
Yeah, Trevor wasn't torturing them.
Yeah, he was.
I think he was trying to fix them,
He was trying
and he
to
said,
fix
"Oh,
them.
I'll be back," and then he never came back.
Yeah,
Yep.
he didn't torture them. He just never came back and fixed them.
He
Yeah.
was dissecting them.
Well, no, he was
was doing
dissecting the dead bodies.
I thought he was torturing them.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that-
you as a player can 100% have that interpretation. Okay, no, that's making sense because that ties in with other stuff. You know what's really fun and really funny? When 18 different things that have happened in the past tie in perfectly to this one idea you just had. It's really great.
Oh no. Okay.
But anyway, he also put all of little Timmy's gang into the cave, and prevented them from leaving. I forget. He just mentioned that they fought, and they're in the cave sort of because of them. And they won't be accepted because of him and Tremius. Oh, you're right, he could be Fae. He told us his name. Well, told us a name.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the plan?
Well, if we can get Alvin to wake up, or not Alvin, Icarus to wake up, then we could probably go and have someone talk to Alvin about looking at through the archives there. Cyrus isn't against looking through the archives here. Because who knows, maybe there's something that will hint to where it was manufactured.
Oops.
Does anyone have any other ideas?
Voltaire asks the research. He asked the researcher a while ago, like, does this crystal emit anything? Because everything around here feels kind of sweet.
Yes. It emits a power. That's what the houses emit. When it goes down, it charges up from it. But it's lesser and lesser each time. It powers some of the artifices of the city. It powers the cleaning of the water and many of the spells that make day-to-day life possible.
How interesting. What does it do when it has it ever encountered a beast akin to one of Little Timmy's?
They have never ventured out from the crack.
Alright, so they're not going to be able to tell us.
No.
Sounds like it.
You're right, they can't leave. And frankly, I felt a little tingly when I flew up there. I'm not sure if it's a good tingly or a bad tingly.
There was a tingly in, like, all over or specific area. I don't know enough about your
Tingles.
anatomy, yeah, to judge, I suppose.
Where was the tingly?
What are you?
Oh, I'm a dragonborn.
Oh.
But part of me isn't. Part of me is whatever this is, and he gestures. He's kind of got like a weird, like, organic-looking exoskeleton thing on. Like, this isn't dragonborn. But under it, I am. I'm not really sure what I qualify as anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you're still Dragonborn.
Hey, Meta, is this a door?
Yes. Also, Voltaire, you would be like 90% Dragonborn, 10% not Dragonborn at this point.
I gotcha.
There's actual math and things that have been written in the last roughly 45 minutes that now tell a great many things about you and your involvement in a lot of things.
Alrighty.
What time of day is it now?
It's like 1, 2 p.m.
And how long did it take us to walk here?
I don't know, probably a couple hours.
So Rex is gonna
3-4 hours, I'd say, because there's a lot of scaffolding.
look up to the group and be like, "It's starting to get a little bit late, and we have quite a hike back to get to the inn before it becomes really dangerous outside."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared to go outside. It's just if the crystal goes out.
Well, does anyone have any other ideas that they want to do here before we go?
I could try flying up to its level again.
No, don't. I don't think that's a good idea. Not if you were feeling some sort of reaction to it. The closer you get, the worse it may get.
Yeah.
True.
Edge does want to check out whatever's behind that door, but it's also like there's a lot of guys probably that can see him right now. I guess I could roll stealth, but
You're in direct line of sight.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of hard to do that. Smoke bomb.
But I mean, they're all focusing on the crystal. You could probably stealth. Maybe
what's
at
her-
disadvantage because you're so close to a giant beam of light, but you'd still run.
Yeah.
I can destroy the source of light.
I mean,
Yeah,
Ed,
no.
if you really, really want to, I can cast darkness over there.
I think I got
No,
it.
don't do it.
Yeah, you're able to
Don't do
now
it.
roll sleight of hand. That's standard.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That's fine.
25.
So yeah, you get in, you slip in, and now roll a con save
oh boy.
at disadvantage.
Oh shit. Hold on.
That's fine. Just roll another. Now that doesn't appear. To
I
be
feel like this is not your role.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Con save's definitely not my role.
Oh, and take. Ooh, 18 max HP temporary off as you are afflicted, and you just feel waves of burning coming off of the skeleton in the corner, and you just feel blisters breaking
Edge
out on your
immediately
face.
recognizes that feeling and immediately pulls back out of there as soon as he starts to get hit by it.
Yep.
Well, look at the bright side. At least he didn't pass out because none of us would have known.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is going to make his way back around to the rest of the group. Over here. Hey, I
Edgar,
think I found the guy that melted himself.
There.
And hey Tharak, can you patch me up once we get out of here?
Yeah, I'll patch you up.
Where'd you go, Edge?
I'm over by Tharak. See that door over there? There's a body in there.
Oh.
Or what's left of one, I should say. He appears to be mostly goo and skeleton. I didn't get
Oh,
great
that's
look.
good. Oh, that's good.
And he's covered in that. Edge is like looking at his hand, which is all burnt. You know that stuff that Voltaire likes.
Mhm.
So I think it might be the guy that we that stole little Timmy's crystal.
Ah,
Really? Yeah, we probably should open that suitcase.
No, we probably should not open that suitcase. I
no,
agree.
do not open that case at all.
Voltaire
It might-
opens the door and walks in.
Might destroy the crystal completely.
Voltaire's like, no stealth. I'm just gonna shove this door open and go in there.
Alright, so
Voltaire goes in, and Voltaire,
Yes.
it feels great. You
Oh, yeah,
feel
he's
like
just-
you're in a hot summer day at the beach. It's delightful.
He's in a sauna.
Yeah, you're
A
in a
Voltaire
sauna.
sauna.
Ah, that's nice.
We're gonna go up there too, no stealth.
Grimo, roll Constitution save it. Disadvantage
Um,
again because you're so small. You're a small class. Roll it. Roll it a
Real
third
quick.
dice.
Is it like is it fire damage or something? Or
No,
It's
no.
radiation. It's
Radiation-
necrotic.
Oh,
Yeah, necrotic if
okay.
anything.
you said con save disadvantage, right?
Three times.
3 times, so 3 dices.
Fine.
someone's going into the room of death.
And you take 14 points, and you start to blister and boil, and that's off of your max HP temporarily. until healed
Until the
by
next long
somebody.
rest.
No, it has to
Oh,
be
get out of
healed.
here.
Voltaire, shove him out of there, please, before he kills himself.
Terry just kind of pushes him out of the room.
Do you
That's just
resist,
for Voltaire's
Grimo?
own way.
No, Greenwell does not resist. Instead, he screams in pain.
Yes,
Honestly,
I wouldn't
would
recommend
scream,
going
but
into
I
that
don't think I
room,
should.
little goblin.
He has to learn the hard way.
A dragon! He yells the pain screams.
Oh, how old is Grimo?
I think he is 9 years old, and like adult age for goblins is 8. He's just barely an adult, but he still has the mentality of a child.
So he's like 17.
Yeah,
Human
it sounds like
years.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still
He's in his rebellious phase.
Yep.
Edge is gonna call out to Voltaire over there if he can see anything other than the corpse in that room. Maybe look for something specific, or well, not really specific. Look for something general, I guess. I don't know.
Does Voltaire
Alright.
see anything else?
Can you
There
help
is
me
a
too?
journal clutched in one of the skeleton's hands.
Alright, he grabs it and pries it away from him. And I'll just like, he sniffs the journal. Does it still have some of the radiation effects
Oh
on it?
yeah, absolutely.
I wonder. And I'll like try to breathe in. He's just thinking, what if I can do this and clean all the radiation off of this thing? And he tries to breathe in.
It
like,
does not
stuck
take it away. It smells nice though.
They want to stick it in the box.
However,
Don't open the box.
you could read it, because what it... Are you going to read it?
Yeah, he's gonna start reading.
So what it describes is that this crystal was a creation. And what he is able to find out in text is that it was created in collaboration between a great artifact of in crystalline nature and what's described as the Man in Black. And that it was in that the legends that they found written in cave walls was that it was meant to ward off the shadows that potentially in legend, but only in whispers, were that they may have originally somehow been caused by the Man in Black, and he was making up for the mistakes he had made. And then there's one little scrap piece of paper, and we're gonna see if you get it or not, or if it disintegrates in your hands. Roll your luck.
Alright.
It just falls to pieces
Oh,
in your hand.
Oh, I wish I had a way to give him a bad king.
I wish we
You
could
could
re-roll that.
re-roll. You can. I'll allow a re-roll because you guys should have one. I'll allow you one.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
Do
know
it.
how this all works, but yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, it's somewhat better.
Yeah.
Not a nat one, at least.
Yeah.
Oh no. You could roll inspiration.
Sure.
If you get a
What is
4,
it
I'll
again?
tell you.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're gonna go secret time because Voltaire's gonna get something special and he can share it if he wants.
Cool. I'm gonna get a drink then when we do this.
Yep. Ready?
Yes.
And it just is a tale, and it's just a little curious tale that it looks like it was like, like chalked off of like a cave writing. And it just had a curious notes like that they had never seen this tale anywhere else except for this one cave deep in the mountains. That looked almost like it was made for a child. Like the cave did. And it told a tale of the Man in Black searching for his lost son or creation. It's not quite clear which of those two it is. And being lost forever in the caves because the man in black's child wanted nothing to do with him. And that is what you see before it crumbles.
All right.
We wait for Tharak to get back. Alright, whatever.
Probably. All right, Tharak, you back?
I'm back now. Sorry.
Okay, so Voltaire, you can choose to share or not share what you have just found. It's pretty good stuff you just found in a book and in your note. You can choose to share what you want or not want.
All right, Voltaire slams the door open. I'm going to hate this. We need to see Trevor.
Rex is gonna I knew it.
We're gonna have to see that asshole.
He was responsible for some creation of this thing. He might have been responsible for the shadows.
Alright, so he was part of how this got made. Got it.
What? He makes the shadows and the light?
He plays all sides.
No,
Yeah.
not that. He might have made the light because he messed up with the shadows.
Hmm.
Trying to fix his mistakes.
That makes more sense.
He might have done more than that.
You see, Trevor? Like, we're still down here.
We're going to have to wake up Igarath. We need to go to one of Trevor's homesteads. We need to see him about this. This might be the only way we can fix it. Unfortunately.
Who's Igarath? You just keep mentioning him.
He's a wizard. He does copious amounts of drugs.
He's the one with the hat.
I haven't really met him yet.
Rex often just refers to him as the one with the hat.
He wears a hat?
He's very proud of his hat.
I'd like to see his hat.
Oh, he would definitely show you his hat if you asked.
Well, what we can do is we are actually closing in on finishing a full session, so 8:30 is pretty late for us. We can join up next time. John will hopefully not be sick. Although keep in mind the next session is not this coming Sunday, it's the following one because I'll be in Massachusetts.
Not acceptable. No, it's fine.
If you want
Aren't
to see
you-
stupid bullshit,
Aren't you doing something on the 6th?
Yeah,
Corey?
he does that with a PGA, isn't it?
No, you're doing something on November 6th weekend, aren't you? Or is it the 5th?
it's the 5th and the 6th, I think, yeah, or the 5th maybe. I think it's the 5th. Through the 5th is the 12th.
Events.
Yes, the 5th is the thing, is the get together. The 12th is DPX. The 19th, I have something else that doesn't matter. So, but yeah, so we don't have any D&D on the 30th,
Okay.
Okay.
but we should have it on the 6th.
Okay.
Because, but
cool.
if you want to see some stupid bullshit that I'm involved in, but anytime between Thursday the 27th and Tuesday the 1st, if the PGA_Mexican channel goes live, I will somehow be involved in being live with that.
Oh, good.
Okay.
If you want to say hi or see some stupid bullshit, because I'm just flying out to hang out with him for the long weekend.
Mhm.
And 10 loot points to everybody. Fantastic session today.
That was a
Hey!
good one.
Oh, didn't we get 5 for the explanation of who Trevor
Oh,
is
yeah.
You
also?
did. On top
So-
of, and then you got some at the beginning for the recap. So you guys got a lot of points today.
Yeah,
How much
so
did
I
you
need
get
to
for the
add-
recap? I
41
missed
loot
that
points
one.
now.
I don't know how
Oh.
many points you got for
Uh,
the recap.
So
I
why
don't
don't
think
we...
you said it.
Yeah, I don't think you
We're
said
gonna go with
it.
5.
Yeah.
5 seems good.
So 5 for the
Alright,
recap, 5 for the info
Trevor
dump,
Martin,
and then
and then another
15 or 10.
10.
So
Yeah,
20
so-
20
total.
points.
So
Okay.
20 total.
So, when's the next loot point item thing
When I
gonna be?
remember
Yeah.
to put something in there, mostly
Yeah,
probably in the
Meta,
next day or
Meta,
two.
we're almost through Halloween and there's been no good spooky
Well,
items.
here,
What
let's
is
make
this
a spooky
atrocity?
item right now.
Yeah.
What is this
Spooky-
monstrosity of a
We
tribe?
need to get spooked.
Okay, we're gonna do it right now.
Spooky sky.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna find something and we're gonna look up a picture. Yup, that's what we're doing. Wait, maybe not. What is?
I
Ooh,
feel
like
like you're
this.
just gonna send a picture, not even knowing what it is, until someone actually wins.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
yeah,
no,
that's exactly what it's gonna do.
That's what I do every time.
Mhm.
I don't know why you're like
Meta.
you're saying that that's not.
Meta,
gonna happen.
I'm gonna DM you one on Discord that you
Okay.
should do.
I also found one that I'm gonna put in right now, so maybe we'll follow it up. But we just found a cool item that's going in right now. Also, Voltaire, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. At Dice Bells.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, Grimo can't use that, so.
What is it?
That might be a good thing to use as well after this.
Two-handed? Two-handed
Pretty
great
sure it's a
weapon?
Warhammer.
It's a
Yeah,
one-handed
which I think
weapon.
is versatile.
It's one-handed.
Mm.
And it's a cool thing,
Ooh.
and we will see who wins it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for playing, and especially putting up with all the jank that's happening now that I'm transitioning over everything to YouTube. Thank you so much, and